I think it's time for Shakur Stevenson to grow up a little bit. You know, you did not put on a good performance in your last fight. So you got dudes coming out of everywhere criticizing you. Some of it may be over the top, but a lot of it is just constructive criticism. I like Shakur Stevenson, but his last fight versus Dos Santos wasn't a good fight. As far as I'm concerned, Dos Santos and Stevenson should have been a co-main event. They should have gave the main event to Navarrete because it was such a better fight than the main event. You know? Stevenson can go on Twitter and he can talk a lot of mess. He says a lot of outlandish things about different fighters. He uses a lot of profanity. And people take it and they say things back. But as soon as others come at Shakur Stevenson hard, he can't take it. He gets into his feelings and he goes back on Twitter and he just say crazy stuff. You know, Teofimo Lopez says he doesn't like to engage. He doesn't like to get hit. I'm not a fan of Lopez. But he's right. When the smoke is brought to him, he puts on his track shoes and he just runs. And that's what he was doing, literally running in this last fight. You know what I mean? You cannot deny that. So you should take that criticism and just let it fuel you and get better instead of running to Twitter every single time somebody says something bad about you. You know, he talk a lot of mess about a lot of different fighters, Shakur Stevenson. Every time they bring it back to him, he can't take it. You got to be able to take it. You're a fighter. Stop being so sensitive about it. You know, I like Shakur, but he hasn't been living up to what I believe he can be lately in his performances in the ring. And that's just a fact, man. And that's not me talking bad about him. That's just constructive criticism and facts. Has not looked good. He just hasn't. You got to get better with that. You know, he got all the skills in the world, but mentally, you got to get stronger. You got to be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, you always going to get criticized. Even if you put on a great performance, somebody going to have something to say. But in your last performance, justifiably so, they had every right to criticize you. You know, stop going on Twitter. It's not working for you.